Hello everyone and welcome. In this video, I'm going to ferment maize, also termed as corn, and then feed them to my free-range chickens. But before we go any further, what is fermenting chicken feed all about? Fermenting chicken feeds involves soaking grains or seeds. The soaked seeds or grains should be covered with water completely so as the wild yeast gets trapped and begins growing. So the fermentation process begins when the wild yeasts are gathered and growing in the water soaked the seeds or grains. It's recommended to ferment chicken feeds for about 3 to 4 days for a good batch of fermented feed. So some of the benefits of fermenting your chicken feeds are: it makes the feeds easier for digestion for the chickens. It will help build a strong immune system for the chickens. It cuts costs on chicken feeds. It also doubles feed content. And the overall nutritional value of chicken feed is enhanced by breaking it down into simpler substances, resulting into germination, making the nutrients more easily available. The proteins present become readily available as well. So this is how I make fermented feeds for the chickens and then feed them. So I go ahead and add broken maize or corn into a container big enough to hold the amount I want to ferment. Then add up some water. The water I'm using sat an overnight. It's not recommended to use tap water because it may not support the fermentation process. It takes about 3 to 4 days to complete the fermentation process. Use a loose lid to cover the container so as to let out the fermentation gases, but at the same time shouldn't let in anything. I check my fermented feed periodically and often stir it and add little water if there isn't any above it, to make sure everything is submerged in water. I ferment the feeds for 3 days, so when you open the container, you'll notice bubbles and sour smell. But when you notice mold floating on water, it means that the fermented feed isn't right for the chickens, so you will pour that away and repeat the whole process till you get the right fermented feed without mold. So now after day 3 of fermenting feeds, it's time to feed them to the chickens. So I place some of it in this feeder I made out of a jerry can. If you want to watch how I made this out of a jerry can, please click on the link I'll leave at the end of the video. Make sure every chicken gets the taste of the fermented feed because it will benefit them. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you subscribe and click on the notification button.